Hello, welcome to the latest breaking news. In this video, you will see important news on use of tree knitting and breaking. Please like this video, subscribe this channel. Caitlin Clark is going to have to embrace her role as an icon. Earlier this month, Caitlin Clark was up late doing what any normal Hoops head would do on a Tuesday night. She was watching basketball. Throughout her tremendous and tumultuous rookie season in the WNBA, Clark has tried to maintain that simplicity. She says that she's still the girl from Iowa who remembers begging her parents to take her to see live games. She still gets fired up about those organic moments that happen on a basketball court when she and teammate Kelsey Mitchell lock eyes and backdoor beauty follows. She still enjoys pulling up for deep threes and drawing whistles with a touch of acting panache. She is still just a baller. But of course, Clark is more than that. Everyone else has made her more. For fans around the WNBA, she's the ignition to the Indiana Fever's renaissance and the raging fire behind the league's swell in attendance this season. For media outlets, she's the clickbait cash cow, and for her adoring fans, she's Taylor Swift in basketball shorts. She makes respected legends walk themselves in the crosshairs of criticism and emboldens idiots on the internet to send lewd or racially motivated harassment to her rivals. And that's where everyone else fiddles in the blank. Inside the sold-out arenas and on social media, she represents anything we desire her to be, the good and the bad. Now she's on the eve of her first playoff appearance after helping her franchise snap a postseason drought that lasted 8 seasons. Game 1 against the Connecticut Sun will surely feature unprecedented ratings, even against the backdrop of an NFL Sunday. As long as Clark's team keeps on playing, the attention will mount. She will be whatever the day's narrative needs her to be. The reason everyone watches women's sports, or the reason this WNBA season was so taxing and draining for those who like their basketball without Fox News weighing in. Though she may not be able to control how others view her, she's learning to grow, being an icon in sports and culture while still being herself, just a baller. I feel very lucky and fortunate to be able to play basketball at the highest level, Clark said Thursday night in Washington. The things that I'm most proud of is definitely my mentality and my approach every single day, and I think that can take you a long way. You don't get caught up in what everybody else thinks about you. It's how you feel about yourself and the people in your locker room that really matter. I witnessed the bookend to Clark's season, watching her rookie debut, coincidentally, against the same Sun team the Fever will face in the best-of-3 series, as well as in the regular season finale. By Thursday night, long gone was the shaky first-year player who committed 10 turnovers at Mohegan Sun Arena. Instead, the player in Capital One Arena resembled the one who emerged after the Olympic break, much more in sync with her teammates and in control of the game. And turnovers? Clark finished with 3 against the Washington Mystics to go along with 8 assists. But she looked like an old pro while forcing a turnover against an 8-year WNBA veteran. In the second quarter, when Shatori Walker-Kimbrough tried to use a slender arm to push Clark out of her way, Clark absorbed the contact by flailing back. Then to really sell it, Clark threw an extra and unnecessary flinch. Savvy move, Clark forced the official to call the offensive foul. However, the stretch between her debut and finale, that's when the evolution happened. Like all growth, it came uncomfortably. Clark needed to veer away from her position that she was just a really good basketball player. In college, she showed herself to be relaxed and confident while representing the women's game and heralding those who came before. But as a pro, she had to make a statement against the racial vitriol from some of her so-called supporters. After weeks of divisive commentary that benefited Clark but vilified her colleagues, the league office could have done something to silence the nastiness. Instead, the situation mushroomed to the point that the 22-year-old player was forced to step out of her comfort zone. In June, veteran reporter Jen Trotter asked her pointed questions about how she felt about her name being used in culture wars, and frankly, Clark's answer was lacking. "Basketball's my job," Clark said in part. "Everything on the outside, I can't control that, so I'm not going to spend time thinking about that." Trotter pressed on, asking whether she was bothered by the weaponization of her name. Clark sounded like an athlete who was frustrated by the continued line of non-basketball related questions and simply said, "No, No, I don't see it. That's not where my focus is.